And we back. Y'all been killing the comment section over the last couple videos, giving me endless amount of rebuilding challenges you want to see me do. So I've been accepting them. I've been good at some, I've been bad at others, but today we're doing a rebuilding challenge we've done before, but it has been elevated to a new level of difficulty. And this one comes from Xavier. Now I say Xavier, but I went to school with a dude where you had to pronounce the X. His name was Xavier, but also the college name is Xavier. Either way, thank you for the comment. Day one of asking Kenny to do a Warriors v Cavs challenge. Rules: take control of two teams from separate conferences, have the CPU do a fantasy draft and try to rebuild both into two championship level teams and get them both to the finals 4 years in the row. He also says we can't make trades between the two teams. Listen, that is a normal challenge we've done before. The two-team rebuild, you have a meet, but 4 years in a row is another level. You know, I have trouble going 4 years in a row on a team, one team, but now I got to do it for two. So since we're doing double the amount of work, double the amount of rebuild, can I get double the amount of likes? I know some of y'all don't normally leave likes on these videos. Hey, can we do that today? Hopefully we can. So we have to randomly select the team. We'll stop right now. We get the Lakers. Then the second team has to be an Eastern Conference team. It will be the Nuggets. Nope. It has to be the Cavs. We got current LeBron and past LeBron teams. So let's see what number picks we have. Okay, the first team is the Lakers at 15, and then the Cavs are going to end up at 23. So we're not going to end up with a superstar, but that's cool. I'm here to do a rebuild. I'm here to take over a team and bring them to not only a championship, but a good old-fashioned rivalry. You know what I'm saying? We have an Eastern Conference team and a Western Conference team meeting each other for 4 years in a row. Listen, the Cavs have been doing that when they had LeBron. You know, they've been to the finals this many times, that many times. Well, I'm bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? So let's see who's on our roster. The first team, the Cavs, have Bradley Beal, Clint Capella, Jabari Parker, Troy Brown Jr., Zubac, Matisse Thybulle, Jetty Osman, Chris Dunn, Zach Collins, Dennis Smith Jr., and a bunch of younger fellas. And the last guy on the list is Dragan Bender. So not an amazing team. Honestly, not that many super good trade pieces either. So this is going to be difficult to turn this team into a four-time finals team, but luckily we do have Bradley Beal under contract for exactly 4 years, or I guess 3 years with a possibility of his fourth year. I'm not saying he's safe, but he could be a real building piece. Then we have the Lakers, who have Paul George, Andre Drummond, Eric Bledsoe, Robert. First rule of thumb on a KOT4Q rebuilding video: if you end up with Robert Covington, he is the first trade you have to do. Get him out of town. Then we have Draymond Green, Eric Gordon, Cody Zeller, Mike Conley, Doug McDermott, Jamal Crawford. This team, whoever was drafting this team did a pretty good job. We have great defense. Look at this. Eric Bledsoe, Paul George. It would be Robert Covington a small four. Y'all know his overall goes up. Draymond and Drummond. Defensively, this team is not going to take long to rebuild to greatness. I can tell you that. The one thing that does scare me is that Paul George has a 2 and a possible. And every My League video I've done, he usually declines that possible year. So I don't know if he's here for all 4 years. But y'all remember that time people thought Paul George was going to sign to the Lakers, but he ended up going to the Clips? I remember those times. So let's start off with the Cavs team, because this is the team that needs the most help at the moment. Let's see what our picks and stuff are worth. Our young players, Jabari Parker, 3-star. And Jabari Parker been in the league for so young, but he's only 23, 22. So he still classifies as a young player in my eyes. Zach Collins got good trade value. Dennis Smith Jr. So these are our 5. Is our 6 young trade pieces. Pretty good there. And then we also got our picks. 3-star value pick. Oh yeah. The first trade on this Cavs team, we're making a big time splash. I'm getting a running mate for our boy Bradley Beal, and hopefully it's a big man. Bradley Beal can hold down these guard minutes. I want to flip Clint Capella and some picks into an all-star caliber center. And the way you do that is to find a center that you want and offer his team a trade. This is a rebuilding team that has Joel Embiid. So that is the guy we are going after. Add him to the target list. Atlanta Hawks. Travis Slank, baby. I'm calling that phone. I'm calling that phone. And I know you do like Clint Capella because you traded for him in... What team is he on again? You traded for him in real life. So I know you like him. Not that much to just do it straight up, but I was just testing the waters in a little bit. Zach Collins. Y'all saw his trade value is ridiculous. Okay. So that's 2 pieces right there. I'll throw you a first. Y'all, you're just not interested. But that's closer than what you were before. I'm throwing seconds to start off with. These seconds are valuable. Okay, seconds don't work. No big deal. I'll throw you another first then. Those firsts are valuable. Deal. All right, so we do have Joel Embiid onto the team now. So we have our 2 all-star caliber players. Now we got to round out the rest of this roster. Chris Dunn cannot be my starting point guard. I refuse it. Same thing with Jabari Parker being my starting power forward. I refuse it. And this is coming from me, who watches these 2 players or have watched these 2 players play in his favorite team's jersey. I actually like Chris Dunn though. He just ain't the guy I want starting on my championship team. We got to build this team to 4 straight finals. Do I just flip him back and have Clint run center and move Joel to the 4? Trade number 6 is looking decent. Yeah. Let's abuse the system of 2K and bring back a guy that we just traded away. Joel Embiid goes up to a 94 overall as a power forward. But every center in the NBA goes higher when you make him a power forward. So now we have Clint Capella down there. And George Hill is back in Cleveland. Last time he was in Cleveland, he missed some big-time shots. So I'm sure Cleveland Cavaliers fans don't want him to come back. So I'm gonna get him out of here for y'all. Don't worry. I'm gonna get him out of here for y'all. Even though I really like him as a backup, just not as my starter. And I'll throw you Matisse Thybulle. We're going 4-year challenge, so you're probably like, Kenny, why are you not saving your picks? Because I feel like if I can build a good core right now, it don't matter. The rest doesn't matter. We're going to build a nice core, and the rest will not matter in the grand scheme of things. We don't need no picks. I was going to say, ew, Eric Bledsoe, but that's my other team, so I can't make that trade. Freddie, he's on a 1-year deal, though. We need somebody that is wrapped up. I'm sorry to be throwing you around like you're worthless, Clint. But what do we say on the KOT4Q channel? You get assets and you... Hopefully you finished it for me. You flip them. You flip them. And Jamal Murray as a point guard is more valuable to me than Clint Capella as a center. I got Zubac, and I'm okay with Zubac starting for me right now. Or Derek Favors. You know, I got both of them. They're both very, very similar as far as overall goes. So the point guard position is a little more valuable. Trey Brown is my starting small forward. It's not ideal. I mean, but my bench is looking fine. I guess I can throw Trey Brown in there. The problem is this team is going to get pretty expensive soon. And we probably want to bring back Derek Favors, but that gives us something to do in the offseason. So I'll go Dennis Smith Jr. I think it was Matisse Thybulle. No. I'm sorry. Trey Brown and a first-round pick. Good trade value on both of these guys, and that pick is kind of valuable. So can we find a good small forward that we can trust? It ain't Robert Covington, but that guy's on my other team anyway. I'm going to go for OG Anunoby and Devontae Graham. Now, Devontae has a team option next year, which means that he can just come back to the squad. He's going to be a very, very good backup for us. Very, very good backup. I like our starting 5. We can now flip George Hill because we do have Vontae. And we're probably going to need another wing. So we'll throw George Hill with Semi Ojeleye and a second. Get us a nice backup wing. And I think this team is ready. And that wing is going to be Karis LeVert. We're bringing in John Henson too. We probably just won't get minutes. But Karis LeVert is going to be that backup small forward that we need. I'm going to make him a small forward. It don't matter at the grand scheme of things. But y'all know his overall goes up when you change somebody like that. And him coming off the bench for OG, I'm okay with that because OG brings that defense. We needed some spark plugs, and now we have that in Karis and Vontae. I like our squad, and I think this team is done for now. If they start to suck, then we will make more trades. Next team is the Lakers. All right, like I said, this Lakers team is looking solid already. It's already looking good. But the one thing is that Drummond's on the last year of his deal with a player option that he never takes. So we're going to try to flip him for, what does our team need more than anything? Because again, with a guy like Drummond and you get some picks attached to it, you can splash out. So I got to figure out what that is. Is it another center? Probably not. Is it a small forward, power forward? We'll see. So the Mavericks and the Pelicans both have pieces that I would like. The Pelicans have Ben Simmons, and the Mavericks had somebody else that I wanted to try to trade for. So let's go see. Who did the Mavericks have? I just be forgetting stuff. Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson for Drummond, straight up. Not going to work, obviously. But I don't think we're going to be too far off. Do we have any young pieces of value? We definitely don't. We actually have a pretty old roster. Look how many 30-plus guys we have. Klay Thompson and Paul George together as a wings would be ridiculous. That's the only reason I want to do it. I just want to see how ridiculous it will be. I'll give you Jamal Crawford. And we got picks. This first-round pick. This first-round pick. This second. This second. I don't know, Clay. I guess it ain't worth it. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that we're getting our value there, throwing 3 first-round picks potentially. So we're gonna go to the Pelicans. So you got Ben Simmons. We'll give you Drummond and some picks. I don't think trading for him is crazy hard to do. We throw you that second, and then we'll also, how much money? You got $2 million to make up, or free cap? Luau Deng. Oh my God, Luau Deng put it over the top. That's ridiculous. Shout out to Luau. So we have Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons is going to run. I guess he's running small forward for a small forward / point guard. Y'all know his overall jumps up a bunch, and he puts up killer numbers at small forward. He gonna average 20 plus. You know what? He's playing with Paul George, so maybe he doesn't average 20 plus, but he be putting up numbers like that. So now we'll go. Oh, I destroyed my own rule. You always trade Robert Covington first. All right, Robert Covington and Mike Conley, and now we're looking for a center. Ooh, John Wall ain't a center, but you know. All right, D'Angelo Russell and LaMarcus Aldridge are coming to the team. LaMarcus is kind of old. He's an 84 overall though, and he's obviously an upgrade. We got an expensive starting 5 right here, but luckily for us, the reason why we can do it is because Ben Simmons' contract doesn't kick into next year. But you see that cap hit is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But we still have Draymond here on this big old contract, and definitely don't need to be paying him that. Even Eric Bledsoe's contract is big. Cody Zeller's, like, we have big contracts for no reason whatsoever. So let's start to get somewhat cheaper while still being relevant. Draymond Green, and this is our last first round pick. I mean, honestly, I probably don't even need to throw a first round pick with Draymond. I could throw Gary Payton the second. I'm trading Draymond for this pick and Kent Bazemore. Is it gonna bite me in the butt in the long run? Maybe, but I wanted that pick a lot, and I also wanted to get that contract off. And I know I did trade for a big contract at Kent Bazemore, but look how easy this is gonna be. Monte Morris. Do we need a backup point guard? Probably not, but that's just the type of cheap trades we can get real quick, and it will be that Monte Morris deal, the one we do. He's on a contract for 2 more years, and it's cheap. So we have another backup. Eric Bledsoe still on the squad, which is fine. We said that we needed to flip who next? Oh, Cody Zeller is still here. And you know what? LaMarcus and that pick we just got from the Suns. John Wall is popping. That contract is huge, but you see we got options. We needed to get cheaper and better, and I mean, come on, man. This is exactly that. That pick that we threw in with this Draymond Green trade, I'm pretty sure it was, coming back in the clutch. John Collins, Dante DiVincenzo are both coming to the team. Dante's going to be a great backup, and John Collins going to slide into that power forward spot so nicely. And now our bench is literally just guards. But you know what? We can change that. We can change that. We need to get even cheaper by trading Doug McDermott. No more picks left. I just need some backup bigs, backup center, please, or a pick. You know what? I'll just take the pick. I'll take the pick. And the backup centers are going to come pretty organically. Jamal Crawford. I mean, we don't need great centers. We just need centers that can play minutes. I don't need my backup to be Montrezl Harrell. You know what I'm saying? I see Ekpe Udoh and these guys. They can work. Mike Muscala has a little stretchability to him. But I think I'm going to go Ekpe Udoh. Ekpe Udoh. Just because he's a little taller than Cheikh Diallo. I just needed some guy to take some of those minutes. And they actually want Marcin Gortat to be that dude. Okay, that's cool. But I like the way we've built this team. I'm going to test. Well, LaMarcus is not staying for all 4 years. I'm trading him next offseason. But if he can help us win a championship this year, we're gonna do that. I like the squad, though. We need to fill out the roster because we just need spots. Joakim Noah, y'all know we always try to help Joakim get a ring. And Jonte needs to go to the Cavs deal. But other than that, I think we might be ready. The Cavs have enough players. The Lakers do not. We still need 2 more players on the Lakers? Hello? I guess I'm just adding cheap players that don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Sign them to a 2-way. And just like that, we are ready for the season. Which team do y'all think is better? So we have Jamal Murray, Bradley Beal, OG Anunoby, Joel Embiid, and Derek Favors versus... Oh, it's this team. It's undoubtedly this team. This Lakers team is stacked. Stacked. All right, let's get to 7. Season's wrapped. Both teams played really well, man. I think we might be starting off with a win, with a dub for both sides. Here are the awards. Luka always just does amazing things. Frank Vogel wins Coach of the Year. I didn't even think about changing coaches or anything, but we're looking for Cavs and Lakers. Let's see what we got. Cleveland Cavaliers, Joel Embiid. There it is. Joel Embiid, we have one player here. He averaged 26 points per game, 13 boards, 2.5 blocks to round up for him. Chris Paul, yeah, second team. Wow, Chris Paul just put up all-time numbers. at 34. Shout out to Chris Paul. Ben Simmons. So we got one Laker and one Cavalier. And Ben Simmons shot 40% for three. So don't sleep. He knocking them down this season. Let's see how this goes. Both 1 seeds. Power rankings 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? We really out here. Bradley Beal still averaged about 26 as well. Was he 50, 40, 90 club? He missed too many free throws. Jamal Murray was close to 50, 40, 90 club, though. Averaging about 17 points per game. I like this squad, man. This is the underdog squad compared to this Lakers squad, where LaMarcus Aldridge was our highest point per game getter. I did not expect that. With all the firepower we got on this team, I was expecting, you know, D'Angelo Russell, Paul George. I was not expecting Mr. 2010 to do it, even though I guess technically he hasn't averaged 2010 since 2015. But Mr. 2010, he's like a walking 2010, bro. For real. John Collins averaged 17. All right. I don't know how we watch this because we got one on each side, but I'll try my best, and hopefully I don't get eliminated in the first round in any of them. This Lakers series is looking kind of dicey. 2-2 over there. The Cavs move on. 3-2 Lakers. 3-3. We got a game 7 already, bro. Just win. Just, you know what? I ain't got nothing else to say. Just win. Please just win. Okay. It's a close one. All right, that's a dub. That's a dub. They got out. They got out. Who was on this team that was giving us problems? Jason Tatum. Chris Paul. He averaged 27 in the playoffs, man. He just does that, I guess. All right, next round, we have Denver and Orlando. Oops. Where is... Oh, okay. Let's see who's on this Denver team. Luka. Yikes. Luka and Kyle Lowry. And on the Orlando Magic side, we have James Harden. So we're going against two great players in both rounds. Let's see how this goes. 1-1 on that side, 2-0 on this side. This Lakers team is being disappointed, man. The Cavs getting it done, Lakers. Just one more game. Okay, all right. We're close. We're close to getting this done. This is just the first year, though. We got to do it 4 total years. So we have Dame on this side. And then on the other side, we got Derrick Rose and Kawhi. Oh, we're losing. We're losing that one. Kawhi don't lose in the playoffs, dog. I'm sorry. Look at that. 3-2. Do not. Now the Cavs are going to be the one. After all of this, the Cavs are going to be the one that left on the challenge. But the Lakers close it. Okay. All right. Y'all know we still going 4 years. We're going to go 4 years. But we already failed the challenge. It's just year number 1. And I knew this was going to be a harder challenge. I definitely didn't expect to lose in the first year. The first year is usually a alley-oop, a gimme, an easy one. But I guess not. I don't know why I even came here because I knew we traded all of our picks away. So let's go straight to team and player options. We have to do 2 rebuilds this offseason, obviously. Avery Bradley accepted his player option of $5 million for the Lakers. And Devontae Graham, of course, we need Devontae back, man. He had a good season. Jonte Porter. And then on this side, we got a bunch of people that don't matter either. Next, free agency. Okay, obviously we don't got cash. And we don't have players that we need to resign. Beautiful. If anything, we trade LaMarcus. He had a good season, but he's on the last year of his contract. It's worth $20 million. The rest of these dudes, Paul George, bro. Not loyal. Oh, we gotta move Paul George. He's gonna decline his player option and hit the open market. We gotta make 2 big-time trades right now. Paul George is the first one. I think we throw these 2. You know what? Can we somehow do this trade without... I don't need Chris Paul. I guess I could just flip him immediately. He just had an amazing year. Can I do this trade without giving you 2 first-round picks? Can I give you a player instead that we don't need? Avery Bradley. And then a second? How about we do this trade? Oh, we can do it. I was going to say we do this trade without Chris Paul, but we need Chris Paul's contract. This was the original trade right here. Do we do this trade and just flip CP? Yes. Okay, we're going to do it. You don't know how things are going to work until you do it. So Jason Tatum's on the team now. And then we flip LaMarcus and CP. So we're going to trade Dante and Chris Paul to Utah for Donovan Mitchell and Trey Burke. I wish it was Trey Young, but it's going to be Trey Burke. Because we did just trade Paul George, who was our starting shooting guard. So you get what I'm saying? We getting a new shooting guard in who has 24 points per game. Really good season for him. Okay, so how do we do the whole Jason Tatum thing now? Do we go back to moving Ben Simmons to point guard? This overall goes down. Because my idea is to do some. I guess we just have John Collins come off the bench. Start him at center. Because we have to see what LaMarcus can bring us first. And there's no such thing as too much talent at the end of the day. And we are going to do the first trades I saw, which is for Vucevic, who was back in Philly. And we get younger and we get better there. So right now, we would look at a team like this. We have so many point guards, but that's okay. And Donovan Mitchell will be our shooting guard, obviously. I mean, this is still a good team. I think we got to play with the rotation a little bit. And maybe have John Collins come off the bench, which if John Collins is your sixth man, I mean, honestly, he probably won't even be the sixth. Yes, he will be the sixth man. Eric Bledsoe is your seventh man. We got a solid squad over there. But now with the Cavaliers, is there any trades that need to be done? We're a pretty expensive team now because Jamal Murray is now on that big old contract. So we see what to do. And at this exact moment, there's really no trades out there. And we don't have money in free agency, obviously. So the roster you see is the roster we get. We got to sign a backup center for this team. So yeah, our team is still getting better and better. This is Cavs. Everybody getting better. Matisse Thybulle's at 80 overall now. And he might be a trade piece to look at now because he is older and 80. And then the Lakers, I mean, yeah, our team is still super young. So year 2 is coming around. And we still have to figure out this Lakers rotation, dog. This Lakers rotation is going to be hard to figure out. And it may result in us making more trades. So right now, they want to see D'Angelo Russell, Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Vucevic, and off the bench having John Collins, Eric Bledsoe, and all these other point guards. I think we trade Eric Bledsoe now though because we just saw his overall drop, and it's better to get him out now while he's still valuable. So I'm looking for a wing player. Zach LaVine is gonna be our guy. We throw a first round pick in there, and I'm gonna make Zach LaVine a small forward, and he's gonna run a lot of backup small forward minutes. And yeah. I mean, this Lakers team is going to go back-to-back, bro. There's nothing I can do to the Cavs to make them come close to matching up against this Lakers team. I mean, the only thing the Lakers are missing is a backup center, and I guess I can still get that right now because we have some more young players that have somewhat value. I mean, we don't need Avery Bradley. He definitely ain't a young player at this point, but like Kelly Olynyk, I ain't got to think twice. That's a good backup center to add to the roster. Lakers are done. This team is ready to compete, and we'll give them that minute. So now we go back to the Cavs, and this team is good too, but it ain't nowhere near that Lakers team right now. So what is the trade we do to get to that point? I'm gonna try to make a trade for Kyrie using Jamal Murray as the main piece, and then we also have like some of these young guys like Matisse. This guy, he's only got 1-star value. I don't know why I thought he would have more. We got picks. 1 pick is not enough. 2 picks is not enough. If I throw Matisse, y'all think this is a deal? Nope. I'm thinking too high of Matisse Thybulle, apparently. How do we get this trade to happen? Because Kyrie is one of the few stars out there that's not considered untouchable. So if we're going to make a trade for a star, it will be Kyrie Irving. And right now, I mean, it doesn't like it will be because they are being stingy with their assets. Let's see if I trade finding them. Nothing. Okay, let's see if there's another team out there. I had to put the hood up, man. It's time for me to make a big-time deal, and I am trading Bradley Beal away. He had an amazing season, 25 points per game, good efficiency, almost 50, 40, 90 club. But we're bringing in Devin Booker and Bam Adebayo. I mean, to me, that's a pretty simple trade. I think that's a pretty simple trade. We were missing a center. Our center was Zubac, and now we add a center that we can trust with Joel Embiid. And now I like this team even more than before, and I think we're ready, hopefully. All right, let's see if year 2 is the one. Giannis wins MVP. John Collins wins 6th man of the year. I knew we were doing something right. Anthony Davis, most improved, goes to Trae Young. John Beilein wins coach of the year, part of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, I don't really care about awards. We are 1 seeds once again. The Cavs, 67. The Lakers, 64. So I was more worried about the Cavs, but the Cavs ended up having a better regular season. So good for them. Let's go look at some stats here. Devin Booker averages 24. Joel averages 23 and 14. Bam averages 15 and 12. Like really all around team looking good. And then with the Lakers, Jason Tatum averages 21.6. And these are all the numbers if you were wondering. Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. First round, we're going against Detroit and Dallas. Please just win out. We're down 3-1. This Cavs team is really blowing the bag. Come on, please just win out. No. Come. Yes. Yeah. All right. We get out of that one. We cannot afford any more L's, team. Just whoop them butts. Whoop the butts. There you go. That's a convincing win. About 10. Now, I know you may call me crazy. Oh, John Beeline is our coach, bro. That's probably why we ain't living up to it. The man don't coach in real life no more. Am I crazy for wanting to fire my coach right before Game 7? This is 2K, man. I don't think any of that matters. I need the better coach, and that's gonna be this guy. All right, that's the better coach. The system fits. Game 7. Please just win. There you go. There you go. Look what good coaching does. Look what good coaching does. Joel 33 and 18 in the Game 7. Booker 26. All right, so now we have Orlando and Memphis. Orlando, we faced them last year and we beat them. Memphis, I don't remember if we ever played against them, but let's see how it goes. 3-0 both sides. Yes, one team makes it. The other team makes it. 7th seed. Wow, the 7th seed made it, and they have Jokic. Their backcourt is trash. Should be a good one. And then Phoenix, they have Giannis. Oh, boy. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. We did it. Okay, yes. Year number 2, we do meet each other in the finals. And the Cavs win in 7. I should have slowed that down. The Cavs win in 7. So both of my teams are evenly matched to go 7 games in a series. And yeah, the year number 2, we were successful in the challenge. We only got 2 more seasons of this. No draft picks, obviously. So let's go to this point. Admiral Schofield, I'll let him go. And then the Lakers don't have any. Matisse Thybulle and this guy can stay. I still don't know how to pronounce his name, so that's why I'm just going to keep calling him this guy until I figure those things out. Lakers qualifying offers. Okay, all right. That's exactly what we wanted to see. I thought I accidentally got past that point. And somebody recommended that I let it go and I don't offer a contract the first day of free agency. So I'm going to listen to that commenter and hopefully that doesn't come back and bite me in the butt. Jason Tatum is trying to go to the Bulls. Where you at, JT? We are matching that. And then the Bulls, I mean, no, not the Bulls, but this squad, we got the cap hold on it. Okay. All right. It's hard to manage too. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Look at Paul George did decline his option. So good thing we did trade him away. And he's probably going to a new team. Look at that. John Collins is prepared to accept something. Not on my watch. You're coming back to the Lakers. Both of our teams are really expensive, so we're going to make some trades, obviously. On the Lakers, we have to trade Zach LaVine. He's on the last of his contract. Thank you for your 1 year of service. You helped get to the championship. And I think it's the only guy we have to trade. And then on the Cavs, nobody. Literally nobody. Everybody else is under contract. So, yeah, we don't have to make trades. We can literally keep running it back. We know that these recipes work, boys. We know these recipes work. So, the only trade we have to do is for the Lakers, and that is getting rid of Zach LaVine and getting somebody else that can potentially play that role and that's under contract for at least 2 more years. None of the trades make sense. So, we're just going to keep him on the squad for now. And if he walks to free agency, that's okay. As long as he can help us get at least back to the championship this year. That's all that matters. So I'm going to get back to Simmons for year number 3. Okay, boys, very similar stuff. We're basically just running the back. John Collins, 6th man of the year again. 66 wins for the Cavs, 68 wins for the Lakers. So I feel like we should be safe in running it back and getting to the championship again together. Joel Embiid averages 22. These are all the numbers if you care about year number 3. And let's get into it. First rounds. Should get out of here convincingly, right? Okay, both do. Second rounds, Warriors, and then we got Detroit, who I think Detroit was a team that took us to 7 last year, so we need to not play around with this team because obviously these dudes are tough, and we don't. Conference Finals, 6 seed, easy wins. Okay, Memphis may not be an easy win over here for the Lakers. Let's make some changes. Let's make some changes. Shorten the rotation to 9. And now, yeah, not JJ Barea. Oh, we don't have a backup center on this roster, huh? I guess John Collins classifies a backup center / power forward. So, okay, let's go. Let's go. I don't know who's on this roster. You know what? I don't even care to check. Let's just come back. I know y'all can, but it don't look like y'all will. Oh, it's a 3-point game. And they did. Oh, my God. Something happened in those last couple minutes, and the boys came and fought, and they won. And what did they do? Let's see. Ben Simmons hit a close shot. Yeah, Ben Simmons. Free throws from Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. Next, Game 6. Win or go home situation for the Lakers. And it looks like they ain't going home. Another close one. What happened this time around, man? Y'all just keep doing it this way. Zion hit a 3. So that's something. But Vucevic made some clutch free throws. Game 7. And then if we get out of this one, then we have completed year 3 of the challenge. And we blow them out. Let's go, boys. All right, championship goes on. 2-1 Lakers. 3-1 Lakers. And Lakers win it in 5. Ben Simmons win finals MVP. Now, these last 2 years are going to seem rushed because in the grand scheme of things, we built the team already. You know what I'm saying? We already built. I don't know why I keep going to the lottery because we're not going to have a lottery pick. We built our team already. And the only thing our job is to retain the team that has been successful. You know, both teams have players on rookie contracts and stuff. And look at Vontae Graham and Josh Reeves. We're going to keep Vontae. All right, now this is the moment. Devontae Graham is here, but he is restricted, so he can't match. And then for the Lakers, unrestricted Zach LaVine. He wants $36 million. I can't. Okay, so we just basically filled out the roster for both sides. Nothing extreme changed other than us losing Zach LaVine, as y'all saw. But yeah, this team is all the same, and they may sign some players just to fill a rotation. But yeah, this team is the same too. We brought Gorgie Zhang in to be a backup center, and he drops his overall. It's fine. So rotations. Again, all the same. All the same. We're going to keep it at an 8-man. And John Collins, again, going to run backup power forward and center for us. So we don't need to even sign or trade for a new center. I guess Alex Caruso. Do we have a pick? Because I feel like this is going to be the year that we don't end up making it. So let me just be safe and try to just make some small trades here and there to just increase our rotation. This is all I needed. A 2-for-1 where we're getting a guard and a wing player. Dorian Finney-Smith, Terry Rozier. Sorry, Monte Morris, but you were kind of expensive and we could just upgrade you. And we did. So now we can go back to a 9-man rotation because Dorian Finney-Smith can run some backup power forward. And John Collins is going to run backup center. So that's the deals for the Lakers. And now for the Cavs, can't complain. I mean, this guy can run backup center. You know, getting his minutes finally. You know what I'm saying? Carson Edwards getting his minutes finally. I think we're ready to just go back to the sim. All right, so here we are again. Oh, man. John Collins messed up his streak. All right, whatever. Oh, but Joel Embiid, Defensive Player of the Year. So we continue to get at least one player on our team to win awards. And there it is. First seeds all 4 years. I think y'all should leave a like if you ain't already for that part alone, that we made the first seed all 4 years of this rebuilding challenge. And again, once you built a good team to start off with some contract attached to them, the rest is just simulator. You know what I'm saying? The rest is just simulator. Let's see how this goes, though. First rounds, both get out convincingly. Second rounds, the Knicks are getting us a little run over here. Lakers make it to the conference finals. Oh, yes. All right. 1-2 matchup. 3-1 series. And it looks like we're going to do it, boys. Oh, no. No. We got to make some changes to this rotation then. We got to shorten it. We got to win, bro. We can't lose it on the last possible game. Going against the Suns, we're up by 15, 20-ish. Okay, I think we're safe. And we are. And we are safe. All right, Lakers versus Cavs. Who will win it all this time? And the Lakers sweep them. Wow. We did 3 out of 4 years, y'all. If it wasn't for the Cavs losing in the conference finals of year number 1, we'd have done it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like, obviously. I'll be back tomorrow because that's just what I do. Peace.